The Australian Taxation Office says nearly half of working Australians have more than one superannuation account, and that's costing them money. To explain, here's SBS Finance editor Ricardo Goncalves.
Thank you, Janice. Well, people often open new superannuation accounts when they start a new job, for example. But each account is costing money, about $532 per year, according to the Australian Prudential and Regulation Authority. So consolidating your accounts may keep fees down, but you need to understand the implications. Arabi Sivachandran didn't just have one or two superannuation accounts, she had
7, to be honest. Yeah, quite a few.
She decided to consolidate them when she realised what she'd be up for.
At the point of retirement, I would have paid close to about $40,000 just in fees, and ultimately that's impacting my retirement savings.
Her initial experience a few years ago to combine her accounts wasn't easy because she needed specific super fund details.
Needless to say, I didn't know any of those, so basically I just put it in the too hard basket and put it to one side.
But since then, the process was simplified by moving online.
Because of all the changes that have been made to the tax office systems, you can actually find your lost super and transfer it into an active superannuation account that you have, all in one visit.
The ATO says there has been a significant increase in the number of people merging their superannuation. In fact, 265,000 accounts have been consolidated in the last 6 months of last year. But there is still almost $6 billion worth of lost super across the country.
You would be surprised how many people go online and find they have super, and for some people it's a lot of money.
If you are going to consolidate,
look at all of the super funds and work out which one is right for you, what kind of fees that are in there as well, what fees to actually come out of the super funds to consolidate them.
The impact to any life insurance cover should also be considered.
Because if there could be a real problem if you cash it in and roll it over, you'll lose that life insurance.
By making sure your fund has your tax file number, you can also pay less tax on your super. Now, to find your lost super, you can head to the MyGov website, but you'll need to register first. It does take a little bit of time inputting things like your tax file number and bank details, but once you're in, consolidating your super literally takes a couple of clicks, and you can also access other services on the site like Medicare and Centrelink. Let's go to the Australian share market now, which rose in the lead up to Tuesday's RBA meeting. Remember, tomorrow's a public holiday, so too is Monday, so the next trading day is interest rate decision day. The banks drove the gains, but miners such as BHP and Fortescue fell as the iron ore price continued to decline. QBE rose on talk it may increase its dividends to shareholders. Telstra closed weaker. In Japan, the Nikkei had a good day, rebounding from a 3-week low. Shares on Wall Street fell. A jobs report is due tomorrow. The Australian dollar hit a near 6-year low against the greenback as Australia's trade deficit widened for a third month. The New Zealand dollar is also chasing parity with the Australian dollar. And on the commodity markets, both gold and oil are higher. So the money markets have placed a 70% chance we'll see another interest rate cut by May. So tomorrow we'll take a closer look at what the low interest rate environment means for your cash investments and, Janice, how you can maximise them.